Kristen here at the Old Millennial, here to answer your questions. Make sure you email me at oldmillennialadvice and I'll get back to you on there. Let's dig in. The first letter of the day is from Tracy on Long Island. Dear Kristen, my daughter and I have a pretty good relationship, but I've been noticing more and more friction lately. To be fair, I can be opinionated, and I just don't want to see her make mistakes in her life. She has been cutting me off and even hung up on me the other day. How do I get her to see that I have experience she can learn from? Thanks for writing, Tracy. First of all, I totally get that the mother-daughter dynamic is a really tricky one, and it's especially tricky when your adult child is starting to live up on their own and have their own autonomy away from you. It's hard for a mom, so I have sympathy for that. But the one thing I'll say is that just because you have an opinion does not mean that you have to share it every time you have one. Something I often heard growing up was, I'm entitled to my opinion. And everyone is entitled to their opinion, but they aren't necessarily entitled to express their opinion to whomever they choose. The person that they are talking to has every right to not have opinions shoved down their throat. So I would encourage you to try, and stop. Stop offering unsolicited advice and wait, because it's very, very likely that if you stop offering advice, that your daughter will come to you and say, Mom, I need advice. Can you help me on this subject? And when you do that, I would also recommend that you say, well, you could do this or you could do that, and not say should. You don't want to should all over your daughter. So let her make her own mistakes in the world. There's millions of ways to do pretty much everything. So there isn't just one right way. Let her figure out her best way and just let her be who she's going to be. I wish you luck, and I hope this will help your relationship. Our next letter is from Cynthia in San Diego. Dear Kristen, my husband and I are having major issues communicating. I feel like my husband is constantly trying to decode me and decide if I really mean what I say. Sometimes he becomes nearly paralyzed because he can't decide if I really want him to do the thing I'm asking. How do I get through to him and get him to believe me? This is a tricky one, Cynthia, because it could either be that your husband came from a family where no one really meant what they said and everyone was somewhat passive aggressive. And if that's the case, then there's just some deprogramming that needs to be done. The other part of this is that you might not be as clear as you think you are, or you might have a pattern of not always saying exactly what you mean. And the way I'll try to figure this out is by asking you if when you're irritated with your husband and have had a fight or something, if he asks you, are you fine? How are you? Are you okay? And you say, I'm fine. But you don't really mean it? Well, now you've taught him that you don't really mean what you say. So I want you to go back and think about, do I say what I really mean? Or do I tend to say, oh, I'm fine, hoping that that is a cue for him to know, no, she's not fine. So try to reflect and decide if that's you or if it's his environment that he was brought up in. So if not, basically all the answers are just to be a straight talker, don't not say what you mean, or I should say what you mean, and just say it nicely. You don't have to be a jerk. You can say, I really wish you wouldn't go out tonight with the guys, but I'm not going to stop you, but it still makes me upset. You're still letting him go. He's still going to go and do what he wants to do, but now he knows that you're not really okay with it, but you're also not here to control him. So it's just honest. Anyway, hopefully that helps. All right, well, that's the letters for today. I hope you enjoyed them. If you like my videos, please press the subscribe button and feel free to email me. Also press the like button. Don't forget the like button. My email is oldmillennialadvice@gmail.com. I am excited to hear from you, so email me soon. Talk to you later. Bye.